Hello, Aquarius. Welcome back to Theresthattarot. I'm hearing Lost Without You by Robin Thicke. I'm hearing Lost Without You by Robin Thicke. Like the tell me how you love my body. Tell me how I make you feel, baby. Like somebody need that. They need your validation. Okay, why are you not giving it to them? Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Jasmine. Y'all hype your girl up. Let's see. Aquarius. There's a missed opportunity here. Somebody's like, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me now that I can dance? Is this person dance? Like this person, you got this person doing stuff they do not do. I just keep hearing like all these jumbled up love songs in my head. This person gonna learn how to dance for you. You hear me? This could be somebody who learned how to do something to like impress you or something that your influence was all over it. Who somebody's very disappointed? There could have been like third party. This was somebody who's at a breaking point. But there are outside influences here that cloud this person's judgment. You could have decided to go inward, or that could be what you're doing now, Aquarius. Because who is definitely giving who, and why is this person so bent out of shape? What are the third party influences about? How would they? How are they affecting y'all's relationship? Child, this person wasn't worried about you. Okay, this person running off. If this is a romantic relationship, this person was running off. Honey, they had options. Definitely on a physical level. Okay. If this is like a friend, child, you've been made a friend, a plan with this person, and you show up. An ambulance went off as soon as I said that. You show up. This could be the type child policeman that showed up. While y'all was trying to hang you, like, what's going on? Oh, I didn't tell you. No, you didn't tell. It's something like that, or it's like, this person don't even show up. Like y'all got plans to go out to eat, and they don't show up. It's that kind of energy. This person wasn't worried about you. I keep hearing now that I. This could be somebody that becomes very performative when they are apologizing. You went through a cycle with somebody. Are you pulling yourself off the merry-go-round? Somebody took you through so much that you don't care about them anymore. I'm not saying there's no love, but you ever had somebody that just made you? I won't say they made you, because nobody can make you do. We can be influenced and things like that, but our choices are our own. But this is someone who forced you to see the truth about them. Okay, if nothing else, you were forced to the truth with whoever this is. Cause who? I keep getting that. Like, who's about to do this? Like, sitting there at that table alone. You know what I'm getting? Ooh, I just got this in the Capricorn's reading. I'm thinking about what's that movie? It's a thin line between love and hate. And you remember how Martin had Regina, the one he always loved, and then he had old girl, and I just picture her sitting, Lynn Whitfield, and I'm just picturing the scene where it was her birthday, and she had stabbed the knife into the cake, and she said, "You gonna see." She definitely gave him a "until you do right by me" in that movie. Somebody be careful, because everybody's not playing. I don't know what that is, but that something similar came up in Capricorn's reading. Some of y'all may want to watch that reading. Imagine if in the movie Martin realized, because I don't remember their names in the movie, but imagine if in the movie Martin realized that since he left Lynn for Regina, he's been obsessing about Lynn instead of imagine if he was the one that stabbed the knife into the cake. Plot twist. I don't know. I feel like there's a plot twist between Thin Line and Love and Hate. I feel like the one who was two-timing is also the one who's obsessed at this point, sticking the knife in the cake. What is this about? Imagine if Lynn handled everything in a very mature way and didn't try to clap back at him. Would have been a totally different movie. That's what I'm getting here. Something was an illusion. It was like a mirage. Okay, let's move on. I don't know where you are in this story, Aquarius. On another note, damn. You or somebody on very different pages. Is this the person that I was just talking about? Yeah. Ooh, they pissed. This is somebody who wants, like, imagine if Martin just started crashing out. Because imagine if this was Lynn Whitfield in the movie. Like, oh, you don't want to be over here? That's fine. I'm not going to compete and fight and, like, imagine if she really embodied her life, her lifestyle, and just everything that made her, like, she could have, imagine if she had remained in her power or something like that. Like, oh, would you rather be there? Okay, fine. And then it put Martin in his head. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. And it's like, what does this person want to say? Because whatever it is that they want to say, they want to shout it at you. This could be someone who is ready to speak their mind. They just counting the day. What do they want to say to you? Things that they've heard. There's been talk about this. They losing their patience. You didn't wait for them. They probably think that you're involved with another person, and that's why you're not. This feels like a continuation of Capricorn's reading. So what do they want to say? They want to tell you all the stuff that they've heard. I'm like, somebody's like, you just left me. It's gonna be a lot of you. Because look at you. I mean, they're not wrong about how they're viewing you right now, because you look fine, okay? I think they mad about that though, What were they expecting you to look like after they was running around on you? They didn't expect you. They expected you to they didn't expect you to tap in, like peep game. They didn't expect you to do that. They expected you to ask people what was going on, or they expected you to need help or something like that. Oh my God, what is this? They expected you to need some sort of guidance, or they expected to put your ass in therapy. They didn't expect for your eyes to be bursted open. What opened your eyes? Could be a friend. Ooh, look at this. The song that's just started playing is called "The Mind Works Strangely Together." Look at this. The mind works strangely together. Together. Somebody did not expect that to happen. Did they think you were dumb? Do you think that because I feel like isn't Lynn Whitfield in Aquarius? If I remember correctly. So it's like this person expected you to crash out. But in the movie, if you've seen this movie, Lynn Whitfield was very well off. Okay. Why would I be chasing you down? It's like they expected you to have some kind of mental health issue, like Lynn. She did. She was a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in the movie. But imagine if she embodied who she actually was in that movie. The person who didn't need Martin. And it's not about not needing companionship, because money doesn't mean that money lifestyle doesn't mean that you don't need companionship. But I don't need somebody who's running around bringing me down. Nobody needs that, whether you're broke or rich. Nobody needs somebody that's putting them down, making life harder, leaving them confused, not showing up in the moments where you would want the person that you love and are invested in to show up. Who needs that, right? There could have been someone who opened your eyes to this. And I'm not seeing it be a romantic partner, but it's like a kind encounter. Sometimes all you have to do, sometimes all it takes is for somebody to say, "Oh, let me help you with that." Wow. You're very beautiful. Has anybody told you that? I'm not getting a game type of thing. It's like I noticed you were the one who raised your hand in class and made a really important point. And I just wanted to compliment you on the way you think, because that's exactly the conclusion that I came to. But you were the only person who was bold enough to speak, and I just want to say I admire you for that. That kind of interaction, like somebody who comes in and lets you know, I see you, I heard you, I understand where you're coming from, you know. And that could have been all it took for you to snap out of it. And I don't think this is something that you turn into a romantic liaison, or that you even should. I think it's just what you need. And I think it's a really important contrast point that's coming in that's going to let you know that somebody has had you so bogged down that you couldn't see, and you couldn't be seen, because they weren't trying to see you. And you didn't even know you were seeing her or understood until this breath of fresh air comes in and says, "No, I see you." I agree with you, and I think you're beautiful. I think you're handsome. I think you're this. I think you're that. It's like a very sound voice that comes in. And it's like somebody is getting so aggressive and it looks like they have backup, but their backup probably think just like they do. You couldn't see that this person had you in a damn third party, probably. You probably did. Excuse me, y'all. I've been taking mullein leaf and it is activated, okay? It clears out your lungs. You couldn't see it. You couldn't see the person out there living their best life. Didn't I say cheating in the last night's reading was that last night? The weekly or whatever that was. Aquarius's reading has been interesting. This person kind of kept you lulled to sleep in a way. Or they thought that that's what they was gonna do, you know? Some of y'all have a close relationship with God, or you've been improving your relationship with God, and people may question your timing of people are always gonna question you and what you're doing. But I do feel like you're being divinely led. And while you may have been committed to this person, you also remain committed to God throughout this process. And God's getting you up out of here. Okay. I don't know why I feel the need to say this, but some of y'all could work like this because I feel like people question the timing or question how you operate when it comes to certain things. This could be in business, relationships, or something like that. But I don't know what made me write this note down the other day, but it says the incubation effect. Delays are a part of the process. You may delay stuff. You may consider yourself a procrastinator, or you may have been named that throughout your life, or you may be questioned like, why am I procrastinating? You could be one of the people that are you function very high at the last minute. And I heard this video where they were saying like it was a sign of intelligence. You may not come up with an answer immediately to things because you allow your brain to work. You know what I mean? It gives you the time to explore your different possibilities. Hmm. You know that you can finish on time, so you don't feel the need to rush into things that could get on people's nerves. And you may treat deadlines as the on switch. It's like when things are getting like closer to the deadline, you know that you can trust yourself to get things done. So I feel like if somebody questions your method, I don't even think the method is your own. You just trust yourself, you trust in God. And I feel like you're about to be taken out of a bad situation, especially if it's a living situation. Like if you two share space together at some point, you need to know that you're right on track. And you're gonna get double for your trouble once you stop talking to this person. Cause yeah. You're gonna notice how like on full you are. It's like when you fill your tank up, you just feel like, yeah, I can come out there. You know, it's like you feel different when you got a full tank of gas. You feel different when you just got paid. That's how it's gonna feel. Um, then shoot, the money will follow. Okay, this person, they're gonna think about this. They're gonna, and sometimes it's good to leave people to their own. You know, manipulate yourself, honey. Oh, we're done with you manipulating me, okay? When you leave people to their own stuff, I think that's the best thing that you could do for this person. Even if you find it somewhere in your heart that you still care about this person, please leave them to it. Please leave them to it. Because you might find as you leave them to it and your life starts to progress that you should have left them to it in the first place. Because when you came in, this person had a problem. When you came in, it was their problems probably overshadowed you two even getting to know each other for real. or it was just a problem already. I don't know what that is, but it's like they could have been sad about the last thing. And you may have been, I don't know, you could be like, I can help. I don't know. You it was innocent. I feel like you may have really just wanted to be there for this person or something like that. It turned into more than you could start out friends with this. I don't know. It's something. I don't feel like you had bad intentions, but you probably should have left them to their own shit in the beginning. But that time has passed and we're here now. And I still feel like, you are getting double for your trouble in some way. And it's because if you came in supporting this person, then you had enough to do that. So you have enough without them. And you get to use it for yourself and somebody who can also come in and contribute. Okay? Versus taking from you. Somebody's name could be Spencer. Something about icicles. It could still be cold wherever you are. Like very cold. Some of y'all, it may be cold longer than it's actually warm wherever you live. You could have had a dream. You could have a dream or realize that somebody been doing something for a long time, and it could have something to do with a job or someone at their job. Where we at? And I'm telling you, as long as you couldn't see this person could tell you anything and do whatever they wanted to do while not offering you anything. I heard two can play that game, but I feel like you're not going to play the game with them. I feel like this is somebody who underestimates your ability to attract good things into your life, not just people and options and things like that. This is somebody who's not realizing that you are supporting them. I don't care how much this person brought to the table. You were whoever I'm talking to, you were supporting this person. Okay? And that support, you put this person on a pedestal, and that support got them the glory in some way. You know what I mean? You put a pep in this person's step. And so they started exploring the possibilities that were supported by your energy, it's something like that. I'm not saying that they don't have their own juice, but you really boosted this person in some way, right? And if they were in a better position, because it doesn't mean that they don't have their own light, they're not a special person or anything like that. When you came into this person's life, they needed support. Something had them down. So they weren't the light in the connection when y'all, and they probably never had to be because they didn't have to find a light as long as they had yours. So it's something like that here. And so it's like when you drop this person, now you're back in your light, the spotlight. Now people are realizing, oh my God, we gave the crown to the wrong person. They calling you back like, can you come back? We're going to have a whole nother award ceremony. We're so sorry. There was like a miscount. Some of y'all could be getting a call back. Like, I don't know how your number got lost in the system, but I mean, are you still available to do this job? Because, girl, we didn't even know you called. Something like that. And it's like, here you are thinking that you were forgotten about. Meanwhile, this person was literally standing in front of your light like an awning, like a... This person is smothering the shit out of your light. Okay. Had you looking unenthused. And they're thinking about that now. They're like, damn. I heard, take me to church. I don't know what that song about. Somebody's realizing that they don't have that anymore. But it's not something that they can't obtain. And that's not your business. Don't worry about that. You have supported somebody enough. But it's not that we find that. I heard we fall down, but we get up. This person could be going to church, honey. Going to the Lord. But that's where the light comes from. That's where it comes from. And now somebody gets to learn that because you're no longer enabling them. That's why the mama pushes the bird off the nest. Hopefully they fly, honey. I don't even know if they gonna, I don't know if they're gonna make it. But it's you're pushing somebody out of the nest because I don't think this is a baby. Okay. Same in Capricorn reading. That ain't no damn child. That's not no child. Why should they get to live off of you while they put lines? What are the lines that mean that you have lived a tough life? I know when you have these lines, it's like you smiled a lot in life, but imagine the ones that just make your face look like, damn, life been tough. Like, that's how you would have been looking dealing with this person. They're just stealing your youth. If you have a baby, you won't be the baby. So, that's this person. What else? I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of like, what do they call it? False hope. I heard dry hope. I don't know why I heard dry hope. But a lot of false hope. What do you need to know, Aquarius? Because I feel like you're making it through this. You're making it through this. And you need to make peace with it. If some of y'all were wondering, did I do the wrong thing? Is this what you want to deal with? Just look at the energy of these cards. Just take a minute. King of Swords in the reverse and the Seven of Swords. Do he look like he making a professional, you know, legitimate phone call in that phone booth? Why does he have a Jason mask and a bag full of knives? This is what we want to know. You didn't know what this person's plans were. This person had a lot of things that they wasn't telling you. Why are you at a payphone? Why do you have another phone? I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And it would lower your vibration to know what that phone call was about. All you need to know is this person is not to be trusted. And if there are improvements that you want to make to yourself, make those improvements. But I think what you need to hear is that you are amazing the way that you are. If there are things that you want to make better, cool. But I'm just not seeing where you are the problem here. Huh? We've identified the problem. And there could even be another this person was definitely connected to. You will find out that this person is either they still wish for someone too. This person got too much going on. They still wish for someone that they'll never have again, probably because of this same behavior. This person will never. They have the one that got away, and this person is so turned off. Sometimes you need to know how people X feel about them, and it's not always how. How they feel about them is not always a fact because they could have caught this person at a really tough time, but they do have someone, and there are some people who are repeat offenders, and there are some people who was just going through a tough time. Which one is this? Mm. Oh God, child, run. This is somebody who goes through tough times because they're a repeat offender. So it's too much. It's too much going on. It's not your fault. It's not your problem. Don't make it your responsibility. This person has someone in their past who, this is like, oh God, I hate to bring up these morbid examples. This is the one that got away. Let's just say that. This is the one that got away because somebody's behavior is a bit abusive and militant. And I feel like even with this person, they could have like minions or something like that. And you could find yourself outnumbered with this person. So imagine if you was on the wrong side of the fence with the wrong person and everybody on that side of the fence is against you. But this your spouse. You know what I'm saying? Like this person could be a part of some sort of association or something about their career. Is very cheaty. Like I just saw this this video. Shout out to Anwar for giving the girlies some of the best advice as far as dating is concerned, based on statistics, and I do like that he sticks to the facts. But he was like, there are certain people who have certain careers, and if you want like long term, it's not everybody. So no, this ain't no dig. This ain't no nothing. And a lot of you who have these careers know what the hell I'm talking about anyway. So stop playing. But there's certain careers that he mentioned where if you want a faithful partner, if you want somebody that, you know, is not kind of trained to be not the best in relationships, who I think all y'all pretty much know what these careers are. He talked about law enforcement, he talked about surgeons, he talked about pilots, he talked about the military, he talked about, you know, and there's just certain things where you can kind of put two and two together, and it doesn't mean that you should judge that person as an individual. I say, just like I said in Capricorn's reading, you have to rate your experience with a person. You know, we're not talking about love bombing, but you don't really know who this person is. Like, what is your actual experience with this person? Whether they're a pilot or whatever it is. But just know that certain people who have certain careers, it could be a musician. Them comments, baby. Oh yeah, I dated somebody who had that, who did that for a living, and basically what happens on deployment stays on deployment. What happens in the doctor's office stays in the doctor. What happens when we're flying to Tokyo and then to Paris, hey, it's gonna stay over there. And it's kind of like you just kind of gotta pick your poison when it comes to people, their lives, their careers, because it's very unlikely that people, especially in this economy, are going to give up their livelihood so that you can have whatever traditional type of relationship you want with them. So, and it doesn't mean that everybody who has certain careers is not good or not faithful or anything like that, but it just kind of increases the likelihood that, you know, take how it resonates. And don't get me wrong, I'm a musician. The judgment is real, honey. People be scared to be with us because of the stigma. So it's like, you're not alone, chill out. But that's for anybody who had a problem with what I said. But I'm just saying, this could be one of those situations, and it's like you're just maturing enough to know, because no matter what career this person has or whatever, this person, they quack like a duck, they smell like a duck, they swim like a duck. You've already seen what was here already for a lot of y'all. This person falling for you. Isn't that correct? Isn't that crazy? Truck drivers. Somebody said pastors in the comments. I said, you're just mature enough to know that, ooh, this is going to be unrequited, isn't it? Cool. Because this person, when I tell you deciding wasn't a part of the plan for this person, like making a choice was not a part of the plan. I don't care if you done laid down, had this person baby, got married to them, or put a baby in them, got married to them, and carried all the way on. This is not somebody who like choose, you know. In conclusion, the King of Wands in the reverse. What did you want? You could have put in more time with them and got more of the same. I'm not getting like a changing type of energy. I'm not saying they're not capable. I'm just saying they don't want to. This is the type of person, if they wanted to, they would. And they do what they want to do. Whoever this is, they do what they want to do. Look, the Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Wands clarifying the King of Wands in the reverse. When they want to do it, they'll do it. So what haven't they done for you that you wanted them to do? And then let yourself know that they didn't want to. And so with that, you ain't got to do nothing either. Some of y'all, this is like you divorcing somebody. This is like or if this is somebody that you never ended up in a full-blown commitment with, but they be talking to you about stuff like that, this conversation is over. You not good for it. You showing me that you're not good for it. So I'm gonna believe you. And I'm gonna leave it there. Because look how this person gonna be acting now that you don't want to talk to them no more. They getting messages, they just not from you, and that's why they looking like that. I love y'all though. I love y'all though. Like the video if this resonated, hype me up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.